Hey everyone, it is currently Sunday, August 24th. It is about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and for my video today I'm going to be doing something very different than anything I've done before, and I promise you it's actually different this time. I'm not just saying that. I'm going to be doing a get to know me tag, so this really has nothing to do with the military or the Marines or the fact that Jacob is at boot camp, but I figured like if you're watching my videos, maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to know a little bit more about me. So I'm going to do this tag, and I have the questions up on my computer screen right now, so that's why I'm going to be looking that way. But I haven't read all the questions yet, so just like the military girlfriend tag I did, I'm just going to be answering them as I read them. Okay, so the first question is probably the easiest question ever. It is, what is your name? My name is Becca. My full name is Rebecca Mary Opum. Where does it come from? My mom picked Becca, well, Rebecca. Becca for short because Brittany and Ben are my siblings, so it was 3 B's. And Mary is my grandma's name, so that's my middle name. And I think we all know where last names come from, so. Okay, where were you born? I was born in Virginia, actually, and I live in Minnesota, and I've lived in Minnesota my entire life. We left Virginia when I was like maybe a month old or less, I'm not sure. My dad was in the Navy, and I think he was just getting out of the Navy when I was born. So my mom had me, and then they moved back to Minnesota like shortly after that. What is your hometown? I grew up in New Hope, which is a suburb of Minneapolis, but I now live in Plymouth, and I have for about 5 or 6 years. They're cities like right next to each other, so they're like the same thing. So, where have you worked? Multiple places. Let's see if I can remember. Well, like every little girl, I was a babysitter first. Then I worked at a pizza restaurant, which I loved. I was a cook. I was like 15, 16 during that job. It closed though. Then I worked at Valley Fair in merchandise, and if you live in Minnesota, you know what Valley Fair is. It's an amusement park. And then continuing at Valley Fair, I switched to housing, which are well, they're like dorms, where people like who work at Valley Fair can stay. So I worked in the dorms. Then I worked at Hollister as a model. That's just the name they call their sales associates. You're not actually a model, you're just a sales associate, so don't get it confused. And then I worked at Valley Fair again. Like I worked there multiple summers. I know I'm missing one. Oh, I worked at Lifetime Fitness overnight. Hated that job. I don't know why I applied for overnight, because it paid more, I thought. But now I am a private nanny for 2 incredible kids, and I love it. And I also babysit on the side often. So the best job I've ever had so far. Next question, my hair length, hair color, and eye color. Well, my eyes used to be a lot bluer when I was a baby, but they're kind of blue-gray now. My hair length, I don't know, it's long. And my hair color, it's naturally like a light brown. I don't know if you can tell. And then I have like, well, I used to. You can't really see it. I have like some blonde toward the bottom because it's just grown out a lot. I just had like a couple streaks of blonde like years ago. So that's it. What is your best feature? I don't know if this is like a question you can answer about yourself. I guess if you're like overly confident, you can. I don't know what my best feature is. I don't know. I'm guessing it means physical feature, and I don't know. Whatever. What is your ethnicity? I am Caucasian, white, straightforward. How tall are you? This question should be how short are you, and I am 5'4". Sometimes I don't feel that short, and then I'll go out in public and be like around a bunch of other people and have to look up at everybody. 5'4" is not that short, but it's short enough to have to shop in petites. So I guess I'm a little short. Next question, braces, piercings, and tattoos. No, I don't have braces, but I used to in middle school. Got those removed. I now have retainers, permanent retainers, so don't have to worry about that. Piercings, I have 5 ear piercings, but total in my life I've had 7 piercings. I used to, well, now I have 3 on one ear, 2 on one ear, just on the lobes. I used to have my cartilage, but I let that close. And I used to have my belly button pierced, but I let that close too. So, and tattoos, I have 1 tattoo. It is on my foot, and it says, "What makes me different is what makes me me," and then it has like a little heart. So, I do want to get 1 more tattoo though, and I know what I want. I know where I want it, but I'm not gonna say that, just because I don't want anybody to take my idea. Although I took it from someone, so whatever. Do you play any instruments? No, not anymore, but I used to play flute. I played it for like, I want to say like 4 or 5 years, and I played piano when I was younger, but I couldn't play anymore. What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you want to be when you grew up? Well, what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be an elementary school teacher. I'm currently starting my generals, so in 4 or 5 years I hope to be in my own classroom. But when I was younger, I used to want to be anything that would make a lot of money. So I wanted a big house, so I knew to get a big house you had to have a job that made a lot of money. So, but I've kind of just strayed away from that and thought about it and been like, what do I really want to do? I want to be a teacher. So if that means I live in an apartment my whole life, fine. But there's ways you can be a teacher and have a nice house. You just have to spend your money wisely, and I'm prepared to do that. The next question, sorry, I keep losing my spot. Least and favorite subjects in school. Well, going off high school classes, my favorite subjects were usually math, because there was always like, there's a right answer in math, there's always a right answer. And I picked up on things really easily. Like, you could show me how to do a problem once, and then I could do it over and over and over again and get 100% on the test. But a year later, if you ask me, I'll be like, I don't know. Like, I learned that. My least favorite would be any class that like the answers are like interpretations. So like we had a humanities class, and I hated it. I hated have to like I just hated it, and I was not good at it. So I like it when things have one answer that's correct. I don't like having to like figure out an answer and then like defend it. But I'm taking a world religions class and a intro to philosophy class, I think. They start tomorrow, so I'm excited for the world religions class though. So we'll see how that goes. Do you have any pets? If you've been watching my videos, you've probably seen Jesse. He is my dog. I live at home with my mom right now, but Jesse is 100% my dog. I bought him, I take care of him, I cover any expenses that he has. So he is almost 2, he will be in September, and he is a Chihuahua Terrier mix, and he's 6 pounds. He is still extremely hyper. He loves to chew, but he stays to chewing most of his toys most of the time. So yeah, he's my little pride and joy. Have you been out of the country before? I've been to Canada. Does that count? I mean, I know it counts, but it's not something that's super exciting. I've never been somewhere cool. I want to travel really bad. I want to volunteer overseas, like India, Australia, Africa. Again, on a teacher salary, I don't know if that will ever be possible, but I can dream. Favorite movies? I don't really have like specific favorite movies, but I like girly, lovey-dovey chick flicks, and then also like the high school dramas like Bring It On and Mean Girls. So those are my two kind of categories. Like for the lovey-dovey stuff, it's like The Notebook. I love The Notebook. Movies like that. And it actually works out because Jacob, I don't know if he would like that I'm saying this on camera, but he loves chick flicks and he loves watching chick flicks with me, like The Notebook, stuff like that. So it works out well. Sorry, Jacob, if you didn't want all your guy friends to know that you like watching chick flicks with your girlfriend. Anyway, favorite TV shows? Again, I like all the girly stuff. So, like, I just finished watching Greek on Netflix, Gossip Girl, Heart of Dixie, Desperate Housewives, all those girly TV shows. I've watched, like, every episode of every one. Favorite book? I honestly don't remember the last book that I actually completed. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not a big reader. Favorite color? Pink. Favorite animal? Well, household animal, my favorite animal is dogs, especially Jessie. Um, but other than like that, like not household animals, I like bunnies. Well, I guess those are a household animal too. When I was younger, I used to be obsessed with like bears, like just polar bears and black bears, and I loved bears. But I think I kind of just said I loved bears because everyone had a favorite animal, so I just picked one. Um, but I'm going to stick with dogs. Dogs are definitely my favorite. Favorite perfume? I have a couple. I love Vera Wang Princess. I've had that one since I was like 13, and I still love it. The Express perfume, what is it? I don't know if it has a specific name or if it's just their signature scent, but I love that scent, Express. And then Clinique Happy. I'm obsessed with Clinique Happy. I currently don't have any of that right now, though. Wish I did. Favorite drink? I have a couple. Okay. From Potbelly, their banana smoothies are amazing. But then Caribou, I love chai, like chai lattes, and then vanilla lattes. I can't talk. I think that covered it. Chai lattes, vanilla lattes, and banana smoothies. Those are my favorite. Oh, and if you haven't tasted the white peach, I think it's white peach berry smoothie from Caribou, that's to die for. It's my new obsession that I'm trying not to have too many of. Favorite holiday? I don't think I have a favorite holiday. I could say my least favorite holiday is Halloween because I get terrified. I hate Halloween. But I don't think I have a favorite. Holidays are all good in general, so. Favorite store? I have a couple. I like Express, Loft, and Victoria's Secret, but like their clothing, not just all the other stuff. But like they have their online and their catalog. I love Victoria's Secret's clothes, super cute. But other than that, Express and Loft are kind of where the majority of my clothes are from, I think. Favorite restaurant? Again, I have a couple. Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. I know that's like a typical chain restaurant, but I love it. And then there's a restaurant called El Loro, and it's like authentic Mexican food, and it's in Crystal, like right near where I live. And they have a lot of like restaurants like El Loro, but none of them are like the same as El Loro, and I love that place. Now I just got really hungry for it. Favorite place to go? I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite place to go. So, favorite song? Forever and Always by Parachute. I listen to that song all the time. I love that song. It's like Jacob and my song. It's really sad, but it's really good. And then also there's this new song that's playing on the radio right now. I think it's called Bartender. I don't know who sings it, but it's a breakup song, but I love the music, like just the way it sounds. And if you know me, you know that like when I listen to a song, I probably could listen to it like 100 times and still have no idea what the lyrics are saying, just because I'm not listening to the lyrics, I'm listening to like the music part of it. So when I say I like a favorite song, it's not because of the lyrics, it's because of the way it sounds. Mac or PC? I have a Mac. I have all my products are Apple. I have an iPad, my phone, everything is Apple, so I have to go with Mac. I do miss, though, when I used to have a PC years ago, the Windows Movie Maker. I miss that a lot. And if there's one like that for Apple, let me know, because I miss the Windows Movie Maker on PCs. Facebook or Twitter? Definitely Facebook. I use Twitter, but not nearly like as often as I use Facebook. Star Wars or Star Trek? Neither, because I've never seen any of it. So, what kind of phone do you have? I have the iPhone 5S. How are you currently feeling? I'm still getting over the cold I had this week, so I still feel a little blah. I'm tired too. It's Sunday. Overall, I'm feeling fine though. What are you currently eating? Well, if you've been watching this video, you would see that I'm not eating anything. That is my hair scrunchie in my hand. But I'm not eating anything, so. What are you currently thinking about? These questions, and I'm really anxious for tomorrow because it's Monday, so mail comes again tomorrow, so I'm hoping that there will be mail from Jacob. What are you currently wearing? I am wearing, I'm not gonna like stand up and show you, but I'm wearing black shorts from Express and this like pink sparkly gold tank top thing from Loft. So, two of my favorite stores. Single or taken? Taken, and you should know that if you've been watching anything I've been talking about. Do you want to have kids? Yes, I want to have kids, but I am 19 years old, so I mean at least 6 years probably until kids will be in my life. And I preferably want one boy and one girl, and then no more after that, so just two. But I hope I have kids before I have my own kids. Like, I want to have a classroom full of kids. Because like I said, I want to be a teacher, so I want a classroom full of kids. But only two of my own. Do you believe in God? I have a really strong opinion on not talking about religious beliefs on any public forum, just because I've seen people talk about religious beliefs and then it turns into this huge religious battle, and I do not want to ever be part of anything like that. So you believe what you want to believe, I'll believe what I want to believe, and we just don't have to talk about it on social media. So, what is your life motto? It's kind of like my tattoo. What makes me different is what makes me me. And it's taken a long time for me to accept that. Like, growing up in the life I did, it was hard. But that's kind of what I go by now. It's just, I am who I am. So, what is the biggest struggle you have ever overcome? The biggest struggle I've ever overcome was my eating disorder. And I'm not ashamed to say that on here at all. But along with that eating disorder came like years of depression, anxiety, and PTSD, and it all rooted from a childhood of abuse. And some people might be watching this and thinking like, why is she saying that on a public video? But I am not ashamed of it, and I've learned that it's nothing to be ashamed of, because the only person who should be ashamed of it is the person who is responsible for it. But I mean, I am proud of myself for overcoming everything that I have overcome, and that is definitely the biggest struggle that I have overcome in my life. I wouldn't, it's hard to like say whether I would or not, but I don't think I'd change anything at all, simply because it's shaped me into who I am today, and I am proud of who I am today. And I don't know who I'd be if my childhood was different. But I like who I am now, so. What is your favorite thing to do? Spend time with kids. definitely. That took a while to come up with. But yeah, I love my job. I'm a nanny. But it's not just like my job that I love. I love just being around kids, whether they're related to me or neighbor kids or anything. Just like taking them like to the park or doing an art project with them or tutoring them. Like, I love spending time with kids, and that's why a teacher is just like the perfect job for me. Anyway, what do you think of your boyfriend or girlfriend if you have one? He is amazing. My boyfriend Jacob, he's at boot camp. He is brave, he is strong. He has so much courage, and he makes me want to be a better person. So, I mean, I look up to him, and I love him. So, that's my boyfriend, Jacob. How much do you love your subscribers? I don't even know how many subscribers I have. I don't have that many views either. I don't really care. But to those of you who do watch my videos, and to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tag and got to know me a little bit better. School starts tomorrow. Well, classes start tomorrow. So videos, like I said, will most likely be slowing down a bit depending on how busy I am. But I will keep you in the loop with boot camp and what is going on. He's starting his 6th week at boot camp, so his 5th week of training, which leaves, I always lose track. There's like 52 or 53 days until he graduates, so that is super exciting. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed these 20 minutes of your life, and I hope you guys all have a great Sunday afternoon.